You need to remember your perception's not reality. Your client's perception is reality. Um, Interesting story. A buddy of mine lost a big $100,000 annual revenue account, and I had known the client that basically fired him as well. And I said, "Hey man, I'll make a call, kind of play dumb, and kind of see what the guy says." My friend, he's like, "Dude, I don't know what we did wrong, man. I thought we did everything right. We're on it." Well, I call the guy that I know, the mutual client, and he starts kind of spouting off all these different things. There was these little things that happened over the course of a year that started to kind of add up, and then what ultimately happened, I think, is just kind of vendor fatigue. I don't think my friend did anything necessarily wrong, but from the owner's perspective, he wasn't working hard enough, right? He got complacent. And so it's just a really good reminder that it's not your perspective as a salesperson that really ultimately matters. It's the owner's perspective, and keep that in mind. How does this look? How will he think about this? So, the biggest takeaway is that whatever you're doing, especially if you're an insurance agent or something where the owner doesn't necessarily see the work you're putting in, make it obvious to them, right? Let them know what you're doing. Communicate, be extremely transparent. Hey, here's all the markets that we've gone to. Here's what the underwriter said. Bring the underwriter on the phone so they can hear from them directly. Do as much as you can so that the owner sees the work that you're putting in behind the scenes. Now, maybe you don't have to do this for every single client, but I still think owners can tend to start to think like, wow, my agent's getting complacent, especially when costs are going up. This company's costs have gone from 600,000 to $1 million. Now, they had claims and stuff like that, so there's maybe good reason for that. But anytime you have the cost going up, then every other thing else that happens that you do is under a magnifying glass even more than if costs are flat or going down. So hopefully, if you're out there selling insurance, just remember, it's the owner's perspective that's reality, and to make sure that what they see is what you're doing. And if they can't see what you're doing, then they don't know, and then that leads to doubt, and that leads to conversations with other people, and that leads to ultimately maybe you being fired.